It's a country rich in culture, history, and breathtaking beauty. We carefully planned each step, from the iconic streets of Paris to the sun-kissed shores of the French Riviera, packing just the right outfits for strolling along the Champs-Élysées, comfortable shoes for exploring ancient castles, and a sense of wonder that would guide us through it all. We could feel the thrill of what lay ahead, a journey that would take us through the heart of one of the world's most enchanting countries. And so, with hearts full of anticipation and minds open to discovery, we embarked on our journey to France, ready to explore, to experience, and to embrace all that this extraordinary land had to offer. Mine and Terry's adventure began in the heart of France, Paris, the city of light and love. The morning sun rose over the majestic Eiffel Tower, setting the stage for a journey steeped in history and culture. Our first stop was the magnificent Palace of Versailles, a symbol of opulence and power, where we wandered through its gilded halls and sprawling gardens. Each room whispered tales of royal grandeur, from the Hall of Mirrors, where treaties were signed, to the intimate chambers of Marie Antoinette. Outside, the meticulously manicured gardens stretched out like a green sea, dotted with fountains and sculptures that seemed to come alive in the morning light. In the heart of Paris, the Arc de Triomphe stood tall, a sentinel of French pride and resilience. Standing at the edge of the Palais de Chaillot, we were greeted with one of the most iconic views in the world, the Eiffel Tower rising majestically above Paris. As we strolled down the iconic Champs-Élysées, surrounded by the vibrancy of this beautiful city, our steps took us next to the courtyard of Les Invalides, where the golden dome of Napoleon's tomb gleamed under the sun. This serene sanctuary of military history invited us to reflect on the legacy of one of history's most formidable leaders. As day turned to night, Paris transformed into a city of enchantment. We found ourselves at the Moulin Rouge, the legendary cabaret that has entertained Parisians for over a century. The night was a blur of feathers, sequins, and electrifying performances, each act more dazzling than the last. The energy was infectious, and as the can-can dancers kicked up their heels, we were swept away by the magic of the Parisian night, where dreams seemed just within reach. Leaving the bustling streets of Paris behind, we journeyed north to the historic region of Caen. The air was thick with history as we arrived at the Normandy beaches, where the past seemed to linger in every grain of sand. At Arromanches, the remnants of Mulberry Harbor stood as silent sentinels, a testament to the ingenuity and determination that shaped the outcome of World War II. We walked along Omaha Beach, where the echoes of D-Day resonated with each step. It was a place of solemn remembrance, where the sacrifices of so many were felt deeply in the stillness of the waves. At the American Cemetery and Memorial, rows of white crosses stretched out in silent tribute. Each one a reminder of the cost of freedom. The monument to the brave, standing tall against the horizon, honored the courage and resilience that defined this pivotal moment in history. Our journey then took us to one of France's most mystical sites, Mont Saint-Michel. As we approached, the abbey seemed to rise from the sea itself, a beacon of faith and fortitude standing against the tide. We crossed the causeway, entering a world where time seemed to stand still. Inside the abbey, the cool stone walls echoed with the chants of monks from centuries past. From the ramparts, we gazed out at the vast expanse of sand and sea, a view that has inspired pilgrims for over 1,000 years. In the quiet village of Assay, we stepped even further back in time to the ancient ruins of La Roche-aux-Fèys. This Neolithic site, shrouded in legend, is one of the largest dolmens in France. As we wandered among the massive stones, we couldn't help but feel the weight of history and the mysteries of a forgotten age. It was a place where the line between history and myth blurred, where the stones whispered stories of ancient rituals and long-lost civilizations. Our journey continued to the Loire Valley, a region famed for its rolling vineyards and fairy tale castles. We arrived at the Château de Chenonceau, a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture spanning the River Cher. Walking through its elegant rooms, we were transported to an era of refinement and luxury. The chateau's history is rich with tales of powerful women, Catherine de Medici, Diane de Poitiers, who shaped its destiny. Outside, the gardens bloomed in vibrant colors, a perfect reflection of the chateau's beauty. In the nearby vineyards, we enjoyed a wine tasting that was as much about savoring the flavors of the land as it was about understanding the passion and artistry behind each bottle. Bordeaux welcomed us next, where the world-renowned wines paired perfectly with the region's culinary delights. We toasted to the richness of French terroir, each sip a celebration of the land's bounty. The call of the sea led us to Arcachon, where the Dune du Pilat, the tallest sand dune in Europe, awaited. Climbing its steep slopes, we were rewarded with breathtaking views of the lush forests on one side and the Atlantic on the other, a landscape where land, sea, and sky met in perfect harmony. From there, we traveled to Biarritz, a coastal town that has long been a playground for the elite. Its beaches were stunning, with waves crashing against the rocky shore, while the town itself exuded an effortless charm. We strolled along the promenade, breathing in the fresh sea air, and let the tranquility of the ocean wash over us. Our journey took a spiritual turn as we arrived in Lourdes, a place of pilgrimage and deep faith. The atmosphere was serene as we approached St. Bernadette's Grotto, where countless prayers have been whispered over the years. The waters of the spring, believed to have healing properties, flowed gently as we paused to reflect and find solace in this sacred place. The experience was one of quiet contemplation, where the everyday world seemed to fade away, leaving only a sense of peace and reverence. Our next destination was the ancient fortress of Carcassonne, a medieval city frozen in time. As we crossed the drawbridge into the walled city, it was like stepping into a storybook. The cobbled streets, lined with stone houses and shops, wound their way up to the castle, where the view from the ramparts took our breath away. The history of this place was palpable, from the Crusades to the Cathars, each stone a witness to centuries of conflict and culture. We explored the castle, its towers offering panoramic views of the surrounding countryside, and imagined what life must have been like within these walls so many centuries ago. The French Riviera and the glamour of the Côte d'Azur welcomed us with open arms, its turquoise waters and sun-drenched shores a stark contrast to the rugged history of Carcassonne. In Nice, we strolled along the Promenade des Anglais, where the sea sparkled under the midday sun, and the world seemed to slow down. We spent the morning in Cap d'Ail, hiking the coastal path that offered stunning views of the Mediterranean, the scent of pine trees mingling with the salty sea breeze. Nestled high on a cliff overlooking the French Riviera, the day ended in ease, where we dined in style, savoring exquisite dishes paired with the finest wines. The glamour of Monaco was palpable as we made our way to the world-famous Grand Casino, its opulent interiors a testament to the wealth and luxury that have defined this corner of the world for generations. In front of the casino lies a bustling square, a place where luxury is on full display. Sleek sports cars and elegant convertibles are parked in perfect rows. In Lyon, the gastronomic capital of France, we took to the waters for a private cruise along the Rhône and Saône rivers. As the city unfolded before us, the rivers reflected the lights of centuries-old buildings, each telling a story of the rich history and culture that make the town so unique. The cruise was a serene experience, a moment to relax and take in the beauty of a city where every corner seemed to offer a new culinary delight or a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Our journey continued with a high-speed TGV train ride from Dijon back to Paris, a fitting way to return to the city where our adventure began. As the countryside whizzed by, we reflected on the incredible diversity of landscapes and experiences we had encountered, from the grandeur of Versailles to the quiet beauty of Mont Saint-Michel, the rugged coastlines of Normandy to the sun-soaked shores of the Riviera. For our final day in Paris, we immersed ourselves in the world of art at the Louvre Museum. We wandered through its vast halls, marveling at masterpieces from every corner of the globe, from the enigmatic smile of the Mona Lisa to the graceful beauty of the Venus de Milo. Each work of art told a story of creativity and human expression. As we stood beneath the glass pyramid, the modern entrance to this historic museum, we felt a deep connection to the past, present, and future, a fitting end to a journey that had taken us through the very soul of France. And now, as we stand here, with the Eiffel Tower lighting up the Parisian sky, we realize that this journey has been more than just a series of destinations. It has been a journey through time, through the heart of France, where every moment, every sight, every taste, and every story has become a part of us. As the lights of Paris twinkle below, we carry with us the memories of this incredible journey, knowing that the spirit of France will forever be a part of our story.